Well, the whole idea for My Nerdy 30s kind of came about after I lost my house in Tinton Falls in Hurricane Irene. I lost everything. My entire collection was gone, all my toys, all my comic books. So a friend of mine and I sat down and we thought about what could we do to document our quest to rebuild my collection. So I came up with the idea of My Nerdy 30s. In my 30s, and I can honestly say that most of the stuff I'm into is pretty nerdy. My toy collecting, my comic books, and all that stuff. So, what better way to, document the progress of rebuilding my collection and, going to comic shops and going to collectors and sifting through their toys, going to conventions and, the Comic-Cons and all that stuff, and just meeting a bunch of people that kind of share the same interests as I do.
So you said that the water was up right to that 35 mile per hour sign. Although high tide's coming in another 4 hours, which is going to make it flood up a lot more, they think.
The morning after Hurricane Irene, when I found out that my entire road was flooded and my entire house was in shambles and everything had been washed away, my heart dropped because I just knew my entire childhood was in there. My parents' stuff, my stuff, it was all gone. It's pretty devastating. Luckily we were not in the house when it happened, so that's a positive to come out of it, but there was just so much stuff that was taken away from me way too soon. I wasn't ready for it, and again, that's another reason why I'm doing this show, is because it was taken from me way before I wanted to let it go. One of the biggest things that I really miss and I'm heartbroken about is my comic book collection. I would go weekly to the comic shop when I was younger and just buy every number one I could find, even if I didn't know what they were. One of the biggest things I lost, The Walking Dead comic books. I've had the first 20 issues I had in a row, and I know the first one's going for a lot of money now. My comic book collection was pretty big. One of my favorite items I actually saved from the wreckage was my Wolverine claws. Hugh Jackman Wolverine claws from the first X-Men movie. I mean, I had to dig through a ton of stuff that was just wrecked to get those claws. They're not going anywhere, they're mine. I don't plan on getting rid of them because I know they were actually worn on set by Mr. Hugh Jackman himself. Man, there's really no better feeling, than going to a collector's house or a comic shop or even some of the conventions and seeing some of the older stuff that you once had, and you want to buy it. You want to buy it all. Obviously, you don't have money for everything because all that stuff is 30 years old and, vintage and expensive and everything. So you kind of have to pick and choose what you want. But if anybody has anything they want to get on there, they want to get rid of, they want to sell, I'm down. Thundercats, any 80s toys, really. Ghostbusters, Masters of the Universe, Power Rangers even, early 90s, I'm into. But I hope you guys watch the show. Give me your feedback. Anything's welcome. Anything's welcome.